Remi Tinubu and Seyi Tinubu fight for supremacy in the villa. Some people will tell you that why so? Is this really expected of them or what? You know that they've grabbed the power, okay? They've taken it and they are running with it. You see the mess that is happening in Aso Rock when you talk about the media team of Tinubu. Okay, the question I have been asking is that the Buhala man that just came from nowhere, of course, we know that he has been lobbying all this way after, we've seen him trying to defend Tinubu here and there after he lost out with Atiku. And people were really insinuating and suspecting that this guy was really looking for appointments. But at the end of the day, he got the appointment. But the whole confusion started when he came to announce himself as the spokesperson of the president. And before you could say Jack Robinson, Bayo Ononuga came and said a different thing. And Bayo Ononuga said, oh, nobody is a particular spokesperson for Tinubu. And, Bayo Ononuga has been that kind of person that he's always he's not even sure because that position does not fit him. Even Tinubu, the position does not fit him. That is why we are hearing and we are seeing confusion here and there. Ononuga is fond of saying something and go and delete it. You put something in writing, you delete it, but as you are writing it, people are already pinning it down. So even if you delete it, they will bring it back for you. That's to tell you how unserious, how unprepared they have for this job. So, and the question I have been asking, when Bala has been going around trying to meet with Tinubu, we have been seeing the pictures of the two of them, and now he has been brought to do a particular job. Does it mean that they did not tell him? And that's the question a lot of people are not asking. Does it mean that they did not tell him that this is your role? Because if the role has been there, that this is the role you are going to be playing, I think somebody else should have done the announcement, or even Bayo Ononuga ought to have done the announcement. This is his role, but they didn't say anything, and they just allowed him to go and do that speaking. And I said, who gave him that authority? Because if they did not tell him to do that, he wouldn't have done that. And that is where the issue of Remi Tinubu and Seyi Tinubu supremacy or fight for supremacy is coming up. The question is that again, why did Bala did what he has to do? And all of a sudden, we learned that Tinubu is far away in Brazil, and they heard this nonsense that happened. They quickly, that's why you are hearing that he's been downgraded or whatever, being demoted and all of those stuff. They had to change that. No, Buhala, this is where you are supposed to be. Why did they not tell him? Initially, I was even thinking that, oh, maybe they just want to confuse Nigerians, just to get Nigerians busy, because that's their usual way, that Nigerians will be busy and forget their sorrow, forget the bad things that they have created. But that is not even where we are even going. So where this whole thing is coming from now, Buhala said, is the spokesperson for the president, the position Ngelale was holding, the position he was occupying. So whatever that Ngelale was doing, that is the kind of role he's going to be playing as we speak. And that was what he said. It's on those are not my words, those are his words, and they are on social media. Yes, they're on internet. And that was how I began to like, so are you supposed to come and, praise yourself and all of that? So now the feelers we are getting now is that, you see, Seyi Tinubu, according to the information we got, Seyi Tinubu was the one that brought a Ajuri Ngelale, and he told him, you just go and assume that office, and that was how it started like that. So maybe they fell out of or whether Ngelale fell out of grace, he resigned or he didn't resign, he was sacked or he was not sacked, but we know that he's not holding that position again. So again, it is the same Seyi Tinubu that went to go and bring, even according to Punch newspaper, just the conventional media house. Seyi Tinubu went to go and bring Bala because they know that Bala can talk. Whether what he's saying is the truth. Of course, Bala, when it comes to speaking, is outspoken, is intelligent and all of that. But now, there's nothing like you being intelligent and you don't have integrity. That is exactly where Buhala has really put himself. He started well, but now it's going to end so badly because now there's that rancor even within the circle they've brought him into. So it was Seyi Tinubu that brought him, that he asked him to go and do what that which he did to go and announce himself, because that was where the question, and that thing has really answered my question, that why would Biola go and do that? At the end of the day, the presidency coming out to say no, that is not what it is. Who gave him that opportunity to do that? So it was Seyi Tinubu that gave him that, and I say, can you see all these people, see small boy, because of wars, and so what, he had the president's son, because he does not have integrity, that's why he's dancing here and there. I mean, Buhala. And don't forget the issue of Beta Edu. From the information we gathered, it was this woman, Remi Tinubu, that brought the Beta Edu. Before that one, what happened. Now we don't even know whether she's guilty or not. She's just flowing. The only thing that they've done is that they've sacked him, and I don't think it's supposed to take forever for them to do the investigation and clear him, because if you clear him, if you clear her and she's not guilty, I think the best thing is just to bring her back, so it will, she will have a, that good reputation, but that is not there. Just like what they did to Baba Chelawa, because of a grass cutting, corruption and all of that. They have put him there, they just removed him. You remove somebody, shows that the person did that which he did until Buhari's tenure finished. He couldn't come back, and that stigma is still on him, and that is how he's still going to be on Beta Edu. So it was a Remi Tinubu that brought a Beta Edu. And don't forget that even after they have replaced Beta Edu, they are still working so hard on how to bring back Beta Edu back to that position. But I don't think that is going to be happening. So, as it stands now, Seyi Tinubu is fighting for the supremacy, because with what has happened now, that Bala has goofed. Bala did not goof, but because he has backing. Because this is enough for them to even say, oh, you know what, Bala, we are not even using you again. What should you do? Just go and say what you said, because we never asked you to do that. But because he's having the backing of a Tinubu, what is his name, Seyi Tinubu, so that's why they just say, okay, they just demoted him. So that rancor is still there. So if a Tinubu, Seyi Tinubu can bring somebody again, then what stops a Beta Edu that came through Remi Tinubu to come back? So there's a katakata among them. But at the end of the day, they can entertain us all they want. But the main thing is that where are we headed to? We are headed nowhere. It's just unfortunate. You see the kind of a government they are running. It is one thing is for you to grab, run, and whatever, but another thing is just for you to be able to put those things together. There's nobody that is enjoying anything. Tinubu is just there, and don't forget the news that just came out, that is the asset of a CIA. What does that tell you? Yes, so your guess is as good as mine. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.